Welcome. My name is Pat MASLIN-OSTROWSKI, and I'm presenting a paper that I wrote with Mesa BARAKAT. Today I'll share how a university doctoral program intentionally builds qualitative research capacity in educational leadership. This work stems from an investigation of the school leader's PhD curriculum and focuses on two core sequential qualitative methodology courses. Scholars and practitioners across the globe recognize that educational systems are increasingly complex, presenting enormous challenges, and that educational leadership doctoral students need to not only develop professional knowledge, but must understand the theories and acquire the skills and research methods to be prepared. Yet, research on doctoral students' research preparation is minimal. So our study looks at how curriculum scaffolds qualitative inquiry across pre-K to 20 problems of practice. The goal of the program that we studied is to prepare educational leaders not just as consumers of research, but as practitioner-researchers. It's important to note that the program serves cohorts of doctoral students who work full-time in their communities while earning their degrees part-time, and only a small minority aspire to enter the academy, yet all will be completing a dissertation. The purpose of this qualitative retrospective study was to examine how the curriculum and learning experiences contributed to the development of the research capacities of ed leadership doctoral students. We asked specifically how the doctoral curriculum prepared them to conduct and grasp principles of qualitative inquiry. This was not human subjects research. Rather, we relied on de-identified data sources such as syllabi and student artifacts, all coming from these two foundational qualitative research courses for a snapshot in time. And through thematic analysis, we arrived at three findings. First, we found that intentional curricular sequencing significantly enhances research skills. We identified strategies like iterative field work over multiple courses, collaborative analysis, peer critique, and constant reflective writing, which is what will help students to build a repertoire of research techniques and understandings. And you can see we provided some representative examples of student quotes on the slides for you to read. Second, we found that experiential learning and mentorship boosts understanding and confidence. The curriculum that we examined centers on relevant problems of practice as identified by students in consultation with the professor. This occurs in conjunction with experiential learning, where they enter the field to conduct studies along with the curated readings that are woven into the curriculum, all of which help to deepen their research engagement. In the first course, students work in small collaborative research teams, whereas in the second course, they work independently with the support of the class learning community. And findings showed that students gained confidence in framing questions, collecting and analyzing data, and bolstered their belief that they could conduct research independently. Third, reflection was embedded through the curriculum from start to finish. By engaging in ethical reflection and by the students situating, that is, positioning themselves in the research process, their understanding of inquiry was enriched, even transformative for some. So in conclusion, ultimately it was the scaffolded curriculum with reflection and experiential learning embedded throughout, which are what grew their research capacity. And the implications include program development that embeds intentional inquiry, experiential learning, and mentorship, implications for faculty preparation, and advancing the discourse on qualitative research and leadership. And so we thank you, and we welcome your thoughts and questions.